Welcome everybody to the South Hockey Network, live on YouTube, live from Buffalo Grove at Twin Rinks Ice Pavilion. It is time for SHL game number 3 of the regular season for the Glenbrook South Titans as they continue their third game of a 4-game road trip to start the year. This stop against the Stevenson Patriots. My name is Dylan Ward. Glad to be back on air after about a week or so off. Gerard Boris, our technical engineer, as always, and Joe Hoffer, our scoreboard operator today. So Jason Weiss did the last couple. Joe Hoffer is tagging back in, trying to earn that CSO title. Of course, that's between Jason Weiss and Joe Hoffer. So we'll see who ends up taking that one. This is the Wintrust South Hockey Network. We thank Glenview Bank and Trust, as always, for being our presenting sponsor all season long, for several seasons now, making these broadcasts possible. Well, for the Titans, their last game was on Sunday of last weekend, where they lost to the St. Ignatius Wolfpack by a final score of what ended up being 6-3. It was a 1-goal game until the last couple of minutes, but a late insurance marker by the Wolfpack and an empty netter made it a 6-3 final score. As for the Stevenson Patriots, this is their 8th game of SHL play. They're in the hunt for their 2nd win of the year. A tough start to the season at 1-6, currently on a 2-game losing streak. 6-0 right here at Twin Rinks to New Trier Green on October 11th. And just last night on the road against Glenbrook North, the Spartans able to beat them by a final score of 4-2. Stevenson is an interesting team, though, when you look at their record and you try and make something of it, because, yeah, it's pretty bad, 1-6, but they do have a 6-3 victory over the Lake Forest Scouts, who are proving to be one of the top teams in the state to start the season after they defeated New Trier Green on 2 separate occasions, Loyola and St. Viator, but lost to these Stevenson Patriots, so we'll see what happens. Warm-ups are done, and we're getting ready for hockey in just a couple moments. Again, Dylan Ward, happy to have you hanging out with us on this early evening start here on this Thursday night. Be sure to use the chat feature all throughout the game. I love to interact with you folks watching at home. And who knows, maybe your chat will be thrown up on the big screen for all to see. Take a look at each team gathering at their net on your Baker goalie cams. The double look, a great feature that was brought in last season. And there's Anthony Pinto and Luke Fagan with their classic jump up into the glass right before the game starts. The Titans took 2 out of 3 last season against the Stevenson Patriots after dropping what was their 3rd game last year, but at Glenview Ice Center, 1-0 to the Patriots. They ended up taking a 3-2 final score here in Buffalo Grove and then winning back at Glenview Ice Center late in the season by a final score of 6-0. Some of you Titan fans might remember that game here at Twin Rinks last season, the Titans' only trip here. It was a very dramatic finish. It was 1-1 into the final couple minutes. The Patriots took the late lead. The Titans came back and tied the game up. And then with 0.9 seconds left, Blake Hoffer scored the game-winning goal to win in regulation and not allow Stevenson 1 point in the standings. A couple of goalies who wear the number 41 are your starters. Thomas Preston for the Glenbrook South Titans. He's got a goals allowed average of .357 and a save percentage of .903 here in SHL play. On the other side of things for Stevenson, Asher Ali has been in net for all 7 games, but here tonight, Ethan Weiner gets the start for his first of the season. We'll see how things shake out as we get set to go. Center ice faceoff is taken by the Titans, and we are underway here in Buffalo Grove. Enjoy the game, hockey fans, as Stevenson takes it away from the Titans in their defensive end. Here's Bukowski taking a shot on Preston. He deflects it up into the netting and out of play. Titans wearing white, shooting from left to right on your screen. And the Patriots wearing green, shooting from right to left. KW in the chat early. Let's go South. We'll see what they can do here on the road. Face-off win by the Titans. Actually, might have been a shot off the draw by Dylan Noster. Went right on Preston. He's forced to make a save. And then it's battled for near side corner. Noster finds it, sends it to the far side, but there to intercept Blake Hoffer. He taps it out to Kosmeter. Can't pull it ahead of Gigante. And now Asher Vanderplug back in his own zone, goes to Mulvey. Now to Asher Vanderplug. Near side neutral zone. Hoffer couldn't hang on to it cleanly. And Mulvey plays it back. Being pressured by Olsen. He'll go off the far end boards. Find Luke Fagan near side. Tipped into the zone by Vanderplug. Then he'll go off for a change. Zach Boris racing behind the net to pressure. But it's sent out to the neutral zone once again. McCrulis to the near side. Will Fagan tries a shot. Pashenko gets a block on it. Then Will Fagan gets in the way of him. Meanwhile, D'Alessandro through neutral ice. Knocked away by Ventura just for a moment. Zach Boris can't clear the zone. It's sent in on net again by the Patriots, and Preston's forced to make another save, but an easy one. Will Fagan now. Out to Ventura, far side. Jackson Ventura leads the charge into the zone, turns on the Jets, cuts down that left wing side, puts on the brakes, goes to McCrulis, tried to set it up for Boris at the doorstep, but couldn't as a Stevenson stick got in the way. Now up high, Will Fagan. Across for Pinto, down to the circle, Ventura, but couldn't find him. Flater unable to get it out as the Titans ring it around the boards left to right. McCrulis finds it near side half boards. This line of forwards has been on the ice for a while. As this one's sent down, they'll get a chance to change. As Pinto and Fagan stay on the ice, Anthony Pinto. Now Jonah Weiss. Goes to Alex Tutai, who takes a hit from Noster, but a light one. Gigante takes a shot that gets blocked, and Tutai to the far side, and Charlie Preston. Charlie Preston scored his first goal of the season last time out for the Titans against St. Ignatius down in Chicago. Titans with an overall record of 6-2 coming into this one. Weiss tried to center it with a backhand, could not. So this is their 9th game, and 0 have been played at Glenview Ice Center so far. 6 in the tournament, 3 away games here in the SHL. Here's a shot from Flater. That one goes wide. And they'll be on the road on Saturday, 1:50 p.m. against Carmel Catholic before their home opener next week on Wednesday night. Mulvey to Preston, who takes a shot. That one deflects wide. And now Mulvey looks to send a hit into Vershansky, but couldn't get all of him. Mendoza now behind the Titan net. Gives it up. Ryan Mulvey off the near boards. It's been a while without a whistle here. As Mendoza sends it in. There's an icing. Stopping play with 13-15. Mitch Adams in the chat. He says, get those shots on goal working. I don't think Joe Hoffer could hear me on that one, but I think Gerard can because he's got the earpiece in. But Joe, I mean, listen, you're fighting for that CSO job. Shots on goal here on game sheet listed as 2-2. So we'll get that fixed as soon as we can. Meanwhile, down the left wing side, Graham Vanderplug around the boards, finds Luke Fagan up high right point. Tries a shot, that one's kicked away by a Stevenson defender. Getting it back to Buchanan, he couldn't backhand that one deep, and it's brought back out. Right on Preston. Off the near boards out to the neutral zone, Daniel Sokol. Down to Buchanan, over the line, right wing side. He's knocked into the boards by D'Alessandro, and now Secchi able to play it off the near boards and out. D'Alessandro picks Graham Vanderplug's pocket, but they are offside, and Will Fagan did not like that shot after the whistle as he hits the man into the boards. D'Alessandro, that whistle went as soon as that linesman on the near side put his arm up, and then, yeah, that's not, a lot of players will not like when you do that. You can see the arm goes up right there. not really much of an excuse that he was just following up his play. So Will Fagan took exception to that. Still no score quite early on here at Twin Rinks Ice Pavilion. Patriots give it up. Owen Cosmeter trying to play it off the near boards, but Stevenson able to get it back. Dylan Noster over the line, left wing side. Well, Titans out to neutral ice again. It's knocked in again. And the whistle sounds for offside once again. Jack Lacalo, who do we play Wednesday? That's a good question. The Titans will open up their home portion of the schedule against the York Dukes on Wednesday night at Glenview Ice Center. Rink A, of course, as always. 7:10 start for that one. Looking forward to seeing the Glenbrook South student section out in attendance for the home opener and what feels like way too long of a stretch away from home to start the year. Again, 6 neutral site games down at Seven Bridges Ice Arena, then a 4-game road trip to begin the SHL regular season. Another whistle as that puck goes out of play. 11:43 to go here in the first period. Titans with an offensive zone face-off left circle as Vanderploeg gets ready against Delicandro. Vanderploeg wins it, but it's taken away by Wu. Grabbed right back by Blake Hoffer. Hoffer has some space on the left side. Goes down below the line, Cosmeter. Deflects right to Delicandro. He's able to exit the zone. Pashenko to the far side. Wu trying to pick it up off the boards, but Hoffer there first as he sends it over the line. But touched by Vanderploeg, and it was just a touch offside, and that stops play. Seth Davenport chiming in. We got the best commentator on the mic for the best team in the league. Well, thank you very much, Seth. I appreciate the compliment. Looking forward to you moving back to Glenview quite soon. Miss you, buddy. I bet the trees up in Houghton right now are gorgeous. They haven't quite started changing here in Glenview yet, but you know that's coming as it's starting to get colder. My dad does a lot of these games with me, but he said, hey, it's his last day to play golf of the season, so that's fine. Here's a shot by Borison. Close save made by Weiner, and the rebound covered up to stop play once again. After a long stretch without a whistle early on, back-to-back-to-back whistles on a couple of careless offsides, and now a goalie stoppage. Another left circle face-off coming up. Titans and Patriots, longtime SHL rivals, both original SHL teams. Here's a shot by Will Fagan. That one stopped by Weiner and held on, but both these teams were part of that original SHL season back in 2012-2013, and both have been in it ever since. Titans have had a positive record over Stevenson as of recent years. They've won 5 of their last 6 games against these Patriots in SHL play. Kimbrough over the line, fanned on a shot, and he'll get it back near side. He's being pressured by McCrulis, forces a turnover. Here comes Zach Boris through center ice, now leaves it. McCrulis has to wait to let his teammate get back on side. So he'll just send it into the zone, and Varshensky takes it away. Now a play up to the blue line. Dylan Noster taking a light shot from the left side. That's an easy save for Preston. If it was even a save, might have been going wide. But off his pad regardless. Now Ventura getting into it at center ice with one of the Stevenson players. That was Timaszewski. We'll see if we caught that on replay. Looks like the tail end of it. And Ventura and Timaszewski both get penalties, so coincidental minors will go in the books. Roughing. And we'll remain 5-on-5 here as per usual in high school hockey. Ryan Mulvey plays it off the boards. Tutai racing after the puck, and Weiner way out of his net to play it. Tutai settles it down, but Weiner's able to get back to his net on time before a dangerous chance. Now behind the goal line, Weiss tried to center it in front, but nobody there. Not an icing, of course, so the Titans will have to regroup back in their own zone. Will Fagan tried to find Charlie Preston far side, but it's sent back in. Still waiting for our first goal here. Just under 8 minutes have gone by here in the first period. The captain, Mulvey, now to Preston, but on a delayed offside. Waldron gets his stick in the way, and we'll see where they drop this puck. Looks like it's going to be all the way down in the Titans' offensive zone, so tough mistake by Waldron. Not sure if he knew that there was a delayed offside being called by the referee. So the Titans will take it, right circle. It's won back by Stevenson behind the goal line. Laid out to the far side half boards. 2-on-2 battle for the puck. And it comes up high. Vanderploeg sends it to the net. Weiner got a piece of it and deflects behind the cage. Now up high, Hoffer. Up to Mulvey. And now out come the Patriots. This one backhanded in by Vysotsky. Now thrown right in front. Noster had a gaping cage to shoot at. Preston was out of position, and he sent that one way wide. Sort of an awkward release point on the shot. Now Tompkins from way up high sends one to the net. That took a deflection and goes wide once again, maybe high. 8 to go here in period number 1. Battle for the puck behind Preston's net. And another hit into the far side glass. Fagan and Noster going at it. Now thrown right in front again, but out of harm's reach. Below the goal line. Mulvey takes it away. Now Vanderploeg trying to help it out, but the Patriots keeping this one in the zone. Not for long, though. Kosmiter pokes it out and might be a 2-on-1 with Hoffer. Kosmiter Gigante is hooking him from behind. That's going to be a delayed call, and that's going to send the Titans to the power play. Meanwhile, the coincidentals are over. Here's the chance from moments ago. Noster, if he just took a little more time, he had Preston cheating to the near side. He could have had an easy goal. But it stays 0-0, and the Titans head to the power play for the first time here in this one. Glenbrook South 1 for 6 on the man advantage so far in the early season. Mulvey goes across, Fagan to the net. That one wouldn't go. Meanwhile, Stevenson's penalty kill is 75%. 4 power play goals allowed on 16 times shorthanded. Jackson Ventura goes up to Luke Fagan. Fagan across Mulvey. Ryan Mulvey, top of the right circle, now comes back up high, goes down to Makroulis. Teddy Makroulis with a shot, tried to find a short side chance, but he could not find a gap between Weiner and the goalpost. Now Boris, far side corner. Puck sent back up to Luke Fagan. Goes across for Mulvey. He'll take a shot. He scores! Ryan Mulvey off the far post and in, and the Titans convert on the power play and score the first one here tonight. The captain on the board for the Titans with his first of SHL play this season. And what was that South Puck Insider, plus 200? That hits in the first period. Nice shot by number 14, White, here in his senior year. Been on this varsity team since his freshman year. when he was playing with his older brother Jack. And Mulvey gets the scoring started. Meanwhile, here's Luke Fagan looking to join that list of defensemen to get on the board tonight, but that's stopped by Weiner. And held on to with 6:27 to go here in the first period. Seth Davenport, let's go. I would have to agree. Remember, folks, if you use that live chat, we have the ability to throw it up on the screen if you want to see your name on the big screen in the lights. Let us know your thoughts, questions, comments, concerns maybe. As a penalty coming up here, touched by Graham Vanderplug. And it looks like this one's going to go against Glenbrook South. Let's see if we caught it on our replay. That near side corner, and it's called right there. I can't quite figure out what that is, folks, but Graham Vanderplug does go to the box. We'll see what they put it in on game sheet here. High sticking, so Graham's stick must have touched the face, or I guess the mask of one of the Patriots, and that sends Stevenson to the power play and the Titans to the penalty kill. And all penalty kill Titans are sponsored by Hannah Vanderplug Trial Attorneys. So Graham gets his dad some sponsorship time. I'm sure he would want it the other way, but this one's sent down by the Titans. So Glenbrook South scored on the power play. They're looking to answer with a successful kill, keep their special teams percentage at 100 here in this game. Stevenson has the second worst power play, third worst in the SHL, just 2 for 21 on the season, 9.5%. And the Titans' kill is 87.5%, only one power play goal allowed through 8 chances for the opposition. Cosmeter to the far side, Flater. As the Titans continue to pressure, while shorthanded, Glenbrook South leading 1-0. And the Patriots send this one all the way down to ice the puck while on their own power play, as head coach Dan Wood looks to the heavens after that one. Whoever's on aux tonight, I'm loving the music. So many games just don't have any music, and you don't realize how much you miss it till you get literally anything, even smooth jazz, just something to fill the void between whistles. As I look over at Gerard, and Blake Hoffer blows a tire there. And Stevenson comes back through neutral ice, sends this one in on net. And that's caught by Thomas Preston. Whoa! Face off in the Stevenson offensive zone, right circle. Still 25 seconds to go on their power play. Kimbrough takes a shot off the end board, sticked aside by Will Fagan, but not out of the zone. Kimbrough near side. Now up to the point. Gigante tries a shot. Mulvey gets his stick in the way of that, but Olsen picks it out. Tried to set it to Kimbrough, and now the Titans bring it out. They might have a shorthanded chance here. Blake Hoffer leads the charge down the left wing side, takes a shot, and that's off the blocker hand of Weiner. Power play is over, so the Titans have 5 skaters out. They'll maintain this offensive zone pressure. It does come outside the blue line, and that allows Olsen to bring it back into his own zone and regroup for the Patriots. Mulvey gets it back. Pashenko intercepts in neutral ice. Close to offside, but they won't call it. Here's one floated in on Preston. He's able to make the save with the pad. Jonah Weiss spins, backhand passes to Luke Fagan. Fagan over the line, left wing side, gets around one. Fagan couldn't get a shot away. And it's sent out to neutral ice by Stevenson. 3:15 to go here in the first period. Off the boards, Pashenko looking to force a turnover. Fagan off the boards, it goes to Pashenko again. He takes a shot on Preston, makes it look easy with the pad. Now Ryan Mulvey. Settles it down, brings it out. Nice couple of moves there by the captain. Ryan Mulvey centers it in front, looking for Tutai or Charlie Preston, couldn't find either. And now here comes Delicandro for the Patriots. He'll just flip it in at the end of a long shift and head back to the bench for a change. Fagan out to Mendoza. Off the far boards now Makrulis. Backhand pass into the zone, forced ahead by Nick Ventura. William Tompkins able to play it out of the zone. Jackson Ventura, by the way, excuse me. This one missed a pass to Secchi, and it goes all the way down for an icing against Stevenson. And that'll set up another offensive zone draw for the Titans. With 2:06 to go in the first period. 1-0, Ryan Mulvey with the power play goal to get us started here in this first period. Makrulis off the near boards, Mendoza slides it across Will Fagan. Goes down to Ventura, now up to Will Fagan, but slips underneath his stick. And the Titans have to chase it out. That one hits a stanchion, bounces awkwardly, but Ventura gets to it. He's taken down. Able to get a nice backhand pass to Makrulis, who tried to set it in front. Now Makrulis gets it back to Ventura. Down below the goal line, Zach Boris. Hitting it up against the boards. It's a 1-on-2 board battle in favor of Stevenson, but Boris is able to send one towards the blue paint. And it's kicked out to the neutral zone once again. Boris goes across. Blake Hoffer comes across. Can't get around Tompkins. That one goes past Mendoza. Here's Nasser with a shot and an easy looking save for Thomas Preston as he absorbs that one into his jersey. Dylan Noster, 3 goals and an assist for 4 total points. He has one of their 2 power play goals on the season as well. Gets his name all over the score sheet. 24 penalty minutes as well. Leads the team. Now here's Hoffer below the goal line. Couldn't center that one. Now Luke Fagan. Down to Asher Vanderploeg. Luke Fagan again, goes down low, Hoffer tapped it to the slot. Asher Vanderploeg with 33 seconds to go in the period as Stevenson brings it over. Owen Kosmeter comes across, leaves it for Hoffer. Hoffer tried to get it across to Luke Fagan, but now it's sent out. And here come the Patriots with 15. Vitsoski couldn't get a clean pass over, and Galdrin sends it to the far side corner. Played behind the goal line. As time expires on period number 1, the buzzer sounds. 17 minutes have come and gone, and the score: Glenbrook South 1 and Stevenson 0. Teams will take a quick timeout at their bench. Don't go anywhere. Second period coming up in just a couple of moments right here on the South Hockey Network. Back here in Buffalo Grove, Twin Rinks Ice Pavilion, live on the South Hockey Network. Dylan Ward here on the call. Happy to have you with us on this Thursday evening. Gerard Boris on your camera and the technical engineer today. And Joe Hoffer, your official scoreboard operator. And he's a little farther away from me, but he can't hear that I just called his name. So if he wants to give his thumbs up, now would be the proper time. Well, looks like he can't quite hear me. We've got an interesting setup here at Twin Rinks Ice Pavilion. But the second period is now underway. We have switched sides. The Titans now go from right to left on your screen wearing the white jerseys. Here comes Owen Kosmeter and Blake Hofford 2-on-1. Kosmeter instead leaves it. Vanderploeg takes a shot. That got blocked. And it's brought back out by Stevenson. Olsen sends it down. Visotsky. Now Noster, short side, takes a shot. Preston makes the save. Dylan Noster's been all over to start this game. But Preston has shut him down. Now here Hoffer gets around one, goes to the backhand, and that one stopped by Weiner as he holds on. Two pretty good scoring opportunities for Glenbrook South here in the early going of this second period, just 40 seconds in. Shots on goal 8-8 according to Joe Hoffer, 9-11, or 11-9 I suppose, in favor of Stevenson according to Game Sheet. Face off won by the Titans. Here's a shot, scramble right in front of the net. McCrulis tried to send a backhander. Now this one is just forced wide. Will Fagan goes down to the near side corner, sent right in front. Boris, they score! McCrulis might have gotten the last touch on it. But a nice play by the Titans, and it looks like it is indeed Teddy's goal. His second of the SHL season, and Glenbrook South makes it 2-0. Yeah, most certainly touched by McCrulis last. Boris able to throw that one towards the net. And just for good measure, and a good play by McCrulis to make absolute certain that that one ends up crossing the goal line. And a nice start here to the second for Glenbrook South. Will Fagan tries a shot right into the Patriot logo on Weiner's jersey. So McCrulis joins Ryan Mulvey in the goal-scoring party. Left circle draw coming up. In the offensive zone for the Titans, Jonah Weiss ready at the face-off circle. It's one back by Kimbrough. Now Weiss backhands this one below the line. Flater. Tomaszewski kept alive by Pinto, who will fire it deep. Two-tie behind the net. Taken away by the Patriots. As they play it out, here comes Kimbrough. Backhands this one ahead. Tomaszewski takes a shot. Preston makes the save, and another stoppage of play. Titans 2 games in 3 days here. Tomorrow off, but Saturday afternoon they'll be at Glacier Ice Arena in Vernon Hills to take on Carmel Catholic. In recent years, those two teams have always had some high-scoring affairs, so we will see what happens in that one. But the focus right now here at Twin Rinks Ice Pavilion as the Titans look to increase their record back above 500. Glenbrook South, if you look at the SHL standings, have significantly less games played than the rest of the league. As Fagan knocks a hit into Kimbrough. Jonah Weiss is being held up from behind. Not sure how that's not a penalty. But we will play on. Pinto chips this one down below the goal line. Tompkins Can't backhand it out. Now they will force it all the way down. Pinto races after it. Icing waved off as that puck on edge and slowed down significantly. Luke Fagan picks it up. Galdrin, now Tomaszewski. Luke Fagan gets a stick in there to make that tough for Galdrin. Or Tomaszewski, I should say. Now out to neutral ice. To Mechanic. Taken back by Stevenson. Galdrin. And now a shot by DiLacandro. Gobbled up by Preston. He hangs on for the save. Anyhow, look at the games played column in the SHL standings. Glenbrook South only with 2 coming into tonight. Carmel and York both with 4. But if you look at the top of the board, Lake Forest, St. Ignatius, and St. Viator all with 8. And Stevenson and New Trier Green both with 7. Glenbrook North and Loyola with 5. And the Titans only 2. 27 games in the regular season. Only 10 teams, the top 8, make the SHL playoffs, which are best 2 out of 3 series until the championship game. And of course, there's the state tournament as well that you don't need to qualify for. Just sign up. That's always a quite fun time of year. What a pass by Kosmeter, gets it to Vanderplug, who takes a shot, and that one stopped by Weiner. Boy, how about the pass from Hoffer as well to get it to Kosmeter? He was able to send that over to Asher for a great chance. We'll take a look at the replay on that one. But stays out of the net. Hoffer takes a shot, goes between the legs of a Patriot defender, and that one is stopped. Have a look at this. Nice breakout by the Titans. Hoffer has room to take a shot, leaves it, and then how about that no-look backhand pass by number 22, White. And everyone on the Patriots is cheating over to that left wing side, and that leaves Asher Vanderplug, who's proven to be an offensive threat here for the Titans ever since changing his position officially to forward for this season. Well, that would have been a special goal had it found the back of the net. But a nice play regardless by the Titans. Mulvey gets in the way of this centering pass. As it goes all the way down, that'll be an icing against GBS. Continue using that chat feature, folks. Love to interact with you all watching at home. Who out there was watching the Blackhawks last night? Nice 8-3 victory, the most goals they've scored in a game in 3 years. DiLacandro spins, trying to get around Mulvey. Now McCrulis picks it back up. Luke Fagan. Mulvey will send it in. Out of his net to play it, Weiner. He settles it down. And now Wu. After Gigante. Now Ryan Mulvey. Up to Zach Boris. Boris kicks it back to his stick, comes over the line onside. McCrulis down the left wing side. Backhander up to Ventura, now to Mulvey. He takes a shot, deflected off a skate, and goes up out of play into the netting. There's Michaela Minahane, sounding great. I appreciate the comment. And of course, is my lovely girlfriend of almost 5 years this coming December. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Right circle face off. Stevenson takes it. Plays it off the end boards. Now right in front. Weiss scores! What a pass from behind the net. And Jono Weiss, with his first goal of the SHL season, makes it 3-0 Glenbrook South. Bang, bang play. And that's going to be two-tie. Sending that right to the low slot for number 15. And Jonah Weiss makes no mistake and buries it against the goaltender playing in his first game of the SHL season. And Glenbrook South unloading after just a 1-0 first period where the shots were just about even. 3-0 to score. The shots here in the second period, according to Game Sheet, are 7-4 Glenbrook South, so not a huge disparity. But just by the eye test, Titans have been dominating here in the second period. More so than the first. And they'll look to keep their foot on the gas pedal and finish this one off, perhaps even get the running clock. Varsity 2 plays immediately at the conclusion of this one. We'll be here to broadcast it. Well, at least Gerard will be. I'm getting out of here. But make sure you stick around and tune into that one as that goes into the Titan bench. Look out, Joe Localo, as he ducks to get out of the way of that puck, and then he'll retrieve it. Just one SHL game tonight. It is, of course, this one. A busy weekend in the Scholastic Hockey League. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the Titans will be playing Carmel Catholic on Saturday. Looks like some confusion at the Titan bench. York will go on the road to take on Loyola, and then a really interesting matchup on Saturday night, 6:45. Lake Forest at home against St. Viator. Already the conclusion of their 3-game regular season series. Then on Sunday, Stevenson takes on Loyola, Lake Forest takes on York, and Ignatius takes on GBN. Still not sure what this delay is. They'll finally drop the puck. Graham Vanderplug out there. And now it goes up and out of play. Another ozone face-off. 10:46 to go here in the second period. Titans leading 3-0. As this one's intercepted by Olsen. Luke Fagan. Now Flater takes a shot from the right point. May have taken a deflection, but goes right on Preston's net. He has to make a tricky, quick reaction save. Now it's backhanded in by Luke Fagan. Wiener takes it for the Patriots. Wiener with a pass out to his captain, Noster. Now Olsen crashes into a man. That's Vanderplug. As Wiener gets it back, intercepted by Mendoza. Mendoza comes across, takes a shot. Getting a piece of that with the glove was Weiner. They confirmed that with Asher Ali. We got a Wiener and a Weiner on this team. Fagan gets it ahead. Asher Vanderplug with a backhand. Stopped by Weiner. And he'll hang on to it. It pops loose, but a quick whistle by the referee halts play. Dylan Ward here on the call alongside Gerard Boris. And on the scoreboard, Joe Hoffer. Titans looking to get above 500 with a 1-1 record on the SHL season. 6-2 overall. This team has been impressive offensively here in the early going. Even in their lone SHL loss, 3 goals scored. They scored 5 against the York Dukes in the opener. As Vanderplug's taken down near side. That'll be called and send the Titans to the power play. DeLacondro goes to the box. And Glenbrook South on the power play for the second time tonight. That first one went okay. Goal scored by Ryan Mulvey less than a minute in to make it 1-0 back in the first period. So let's see what they can do this time. Puck will be dropped at the left face-off circle. Vanderplug with Kosmieter on his left side, Hoffer on his right, Will Fagan and Ryan Mulvey at the points. Mulvey to the near side, Will Fagan. Back to Ryan Mulvey. Titans get to work. Will Fagan centers it. Here's a shot by Vanderplug in the slot. And that one wouldn't go. Might have gotten blocked before it hit Weiner's net. Now Hoffer. Tough angle shot. Look to center it for Kosmieter. But that one is deflected up and out of play. Great idea here by the Titans. You can see Kosmieter looking to tap that one home if it got to him cleanly. Still a minute 38 to go. Here on the man advantage, nearing the halfway mark of regulation time. Titans up 3-0 here on the road against the Stevenson Patriots. Another face-off win for GBS. Mulvey comes outside the zone, gives it to Will Fagan. Fagan to Hoffer. Blake Hoffer brings it in just onside. Hoffer trying to cut through the Stevenson defense. He cannot, and it's forced out to the neutral zone once again. Mulvey leaves it. Here comes Blake Hoffer with speed, takes a shot, just missed that right post. Kept in the zone by Glenbrook South. Here's Vanderplug getting around Tomaszewski. Vanderplug tried to center that one for Kosmieter, but a Stevenson defender got in the way of that pass attempt. Now Hoffer looks to backhand it back down. Gigante gets a hold of it. And Kosmieter waiting at the blue line left wing side, brings it back across. Knocked out of the zone as we get down to 40 seconds to go on the power play. Stevenson with their first true clearance all the way down. Thomas Preston settles it down and gives it to the captain Mulvey. Drops it off in the skates of Boris, but eventually to Blake Hoffer. Hoffer over the line, but offside. And that'll send the faceoff back out to neutral ice. .24 to go on the power play. 7:45 to go in the second. Goal scored by Ryan Mulvey, Jonah Weiss, and Teddy McCrulis. And 12 saves on 12 shots for Thomas Preston. Power play winding down after another Stevenson clear. Luke Fagan leaves it. Pinto off the near board, sends it down, and it's sent all the way down, but just in the nick of time to avoid icing, as it looked like the near side linesman had his arm up, but the second one waved it off. So GBS now 1 for 2 on the power play. Still in a comfortable position here, leading this game 3-0. McCrulis to Ventura. He's over the line near side. Ventura takes a shot. I think that one got a piece of one of the Stevenson sticks and deflects wide. Now the Patriots, look out, Joe Lacalo, for the second time here this period, has to duck out of the way of a puck being sent out of play. Jonah Weiss ready for the faceoff, right wing circle. It's won by Stevenson as they bring it out. Down the left wing side. Fagan gets a hold of it, sends it to the near side. Flater keeps it alive, sends it towards the net. Intercepted by Mendoza. Mendoza fires it in. Far side Weiss couldn't settle it down. And now it's kicked out to the neutral zone and beyond. Will Fagan. Now Wiener. Tipped out of the zone by Vysotsky. And Preston trying to backhand chip that one back into the attacking zone. Here's Jonah Weiss with a goal tonight. Comes up to Charlie Preston, who assisted on that goal, as well as Tutai, who just got hit into the near side corner. Now it's played out to the neutral zone once again in the skates of Will Fagan. He'll turn around and regather this one. Will Fagan across, left wing side. Secchi got in the way of that. And now it's sent all the way down once again by Stevenson. Daniel Sokol. Behind the net, threw it right in front, but drew some oohs and ahs from the crowd, but nothing past Weiner. Final 5 here before the Zamboni intermission. To Ryan Mulvey, right point. To the near side, Pinto towards the net, and through tons of traffic. Tubuchanek parked right in front. Able to hang on to that one is Weiner. Here's his look from behind the net. Able to track that one all the way down. I think the shot goes in between Tubuchanek's legs before it's caught by the glove of Weiner. Ethan Weiner, 13 saves on 16 Titan shots. Only 2 goals allowed at even strength. He's had a solid game. Here's Sokol, just missed that top right corner and sends it up out of play. .438 to go now in the period. Another left circle face-off. Taken by Stevenson. Trying to get it out. Kept alive by the Titans. Backhand passes Sokol right in front. Tried a shot that was blocked. And now Tubuchanek near side corner. Fighting for possession. Sent out of the zone by the Patriots. And now Sokol will fire it in. Thrown right in front, Vanderplug now spinning. Here's a backhand look by Tubuchanek and a nice save made by Weiner. Meanwhile, the Patriots come the other way, 3-on-2. Wu goes across, Kimbrough has to play it off the far side corner, and the Titans able to chip it free. Now to neutralize Hoffer. Can't hang on to that one. Sent back in by Stevenson behind the net. Preston settles it down for Vanderplug. Now the near side Pinto. And the Titans find a 4th before the period expires. Hoffer, nice pass to Vanderplug. He has tons of space and sends that one wide. Now Asher Vanderplug, alternate captain, sends it down below the line. And the Patriots will bring it back the other way. Delicandro. Now Gwaldron. Below the line, Luke Fagan. Now right in front, Gwaldron. To the near side and brought out by Kosmeter. He's got Vanderplug with him. Owen Kosmeter across, Vanderplug with a shot. What a save made by Weiner. As Vanderplug has been robbed on multiple occasions here so far tonight. Now back up high, Luke Fagan just pops over his stick and has to chase it out to the neutral zone. Kosmeter. Giving up. Here comes Stevenson. Secchi can't get around Will Fagan. Kept in the zone, one hand on the stick of Flater, but it goes right to Blake Hoffer. Hoffer off the board, passed it to himself. Hoffer. Can't get around a couple green jerseys. Now this one off the boards goes to Noster. Dylan Noster to the net, and that one just rolls through the blue paint and wide. Gigante towards the net. Preston kicks it away. And Boris able to chip this one out to the neutral zone. McCrulis Now here's a shot from Boris. That one goes wide. Luke Fagan now sends it down to the near side corner for Boris. 100 seconds to go in the period. Luke Fagan down to Boris again. McCrulis, near side corner. Up to Luke Fagan. Back to McCrulis. And the puck goes behind the Patriots goal line. Wu backhands this one out, or not out. Will Fagan has some hops there. He keeps it in with the glove. And now Luke Fagan. Ventura sends it down below the line. Boris is there as he takes a man down. And a big hit and neutral ice by Will Fagan. And that's going to be called as a penalty against Varsity. That'll send Stevenson to the power play here in the final 40 seconds of the period. Will Fagan laying the body here in the neutral zone. And the ref had a front row view. So all penalty kills for the Titans are sponsored by Hannah Vanderploeg Trial Attorneys. 1 for 1 on the kill so far. Patriots, if they do not score here in the next 40 seconds, will have extended time on a fresh sheet of ice. The Titans will look to kill this one, maybe even score shorthanded. Here comes Vanderploeg. Centered it for Kosmeter, who goes to the backhand and couldn't get that one past Weiner. What a play that was. Yeah, goalie is right. "30 seconds to go. Now here's Flater behind the goal line. Flater. Now to neutral ice, Pashenko. 14 seconds to go, offside there, and yep, they do call it. So we get down to 12.7. Jason Pashenko. Veteran of this Stevenson team. Patriots win it back into their own zone. Sent back in by the Titans, and that'll do it for period number 2. So the teams will make their way to the locker rooms, and the Titans will bring a 3-0 lead into the third period here at Twin Rinks Ice Pavilion. The goal scorers so far, Ryan Mulvey, Teddy McCrulis, and Jonah Weiss. Still a minute 20 seconds to kill of the Stevenson power play when we get back. Don't go anywhere. It's a quick intermission here at Twin Rinks as they have 2 Zambonis going at once. So we'll see you in about 5-10 minutes right here on the South Hockey Network. Welcome back to the South Hockey Network, everybody. It's time for period number. South leading 3-0. They still have another minute 20 seconds to kill of a Stevenson power play on the Will Fagan interference call on the hit in center ice. But the goal scored today by Ryan Mulvey, Teddy McCrulis, and Jonah Weiss in that order, accompanied by 13 saves on 13 shots from Thomas Preston. As we switch back to our first period shooting sides, the Titans in white go from left to right on your screen, and the Stevenson Patriots from right to left. Here on this doubleheader here on the South Hockey Network, make sure you stick around after this game for the Varsity 2 game as they take on Stevenson's Varsity 2 squad. That one set to begin at 7:20. So here we go. Vanderplug ready for the face-off in center ice. The ice still full of puddles of wetness, and we are underway here in the third period. Vanderplug takes this one away. He comes over the line, short-handed, tries a shot, but Flater's stick gets in the way. Stevenson, in spite of their poor record of 1-6, the third period has actually been decent for them. 5 goals scored, 6 allowed. So not a lot of scoring for either side in Stevenson's games here in the third period. Here's a shot by Vanderplug. That one sizzles past the net wide. And picked up by Dylan Noster. Noster trying to get around a couple guys at center ice, but the Titans are able to clear it once again. 30 seconds to go on the penalty to Will Fagan. And the Patriots behind their own net will bring it back up ice. Dylan Noster. He'll fire this one in, hits the glass and goes down to the far side corner. Ryan Mulvey. Now eventually Vanderplug can't backhand it out. Tomaszewski takes a shot. That one goes wide in the near side corner. Now Noster below the goal line. Gets it back. Noster up to Tomaszewski. Right wing circle, tries a shot. Nice pad save made by Thomas Preston. And the power play is over. Titans 2 for 2 on the kill. Here's Kosmeter, tried to backhand tap that one to the slot, looking for Vanderplug. Couldn't find him as it hit the skate of one of the Stevenson Patriots. Anthony Pinto trying to extend that one out to Hoffer. As Gigante will fire it down the other way. Preston settles it down for Pinto. And Stevenson sends it down from their own half. That'll go all the way for an icing and stop play. 14:55 to go here in the third. Teddy McCrulis, one of the 3 goal scorers so far, is ready for the face-off against Kimbrough. McCrulis pulls it back. Up high, Pinto towards the net, deflected and stopped. Now behind the goal line, here's Ventura. Couldn't get that one past the goaltender. It's played out to Wu. Wu backhands it down. It's down below the goal line. Sent to the near side half boards where Boris knocks it out. Here comes McCrulis down the right wing side. Teddy McCrulis unable to get anything going there. Now Pinto sends it down to Ventura, who turns around short side. Tried to fool Weiner with that shot. Unable to. Jackson Ventura. Off the far boards and up to Pinto. Now gets it back. Ventura to the high slot. Will Fagan with a shot. Stopped, and McCrulis touches it with a high stick. And it is touched up by Stevenson first, so no whistle. Fagan keeps it in with a skate. Tries a shot. Deflected just wide. Some early pressure here in the third period by the Titans. Will Fagan tried to get a stick on that one. He did, but Not enough to keep it in the zone, but nice hand-eye there by number 76 to also keep it below his shoulders to avoid a high stick call. Now Tutai is taken down. Some of the Titan fans wanted a penalty. They're not going to get it. Tutai plays this one off the near side boards, deflect it towards the net, and covered up by Weiner. You can see clearly stick above the crossbar for McCrulis. That wouldn't have gone anyway, but a nice stop regardless by Weiner. Now thrown right in front, that one unable to be tipped home. And not exactly sure what happened there. Might have been touched by a high stick. So another stoppage. Right circle face-off coming up. Jonah Weiss ready. He's one of your 3 goal scorers today. A beautiful pass from behind the net by Alex Tutai to set him up. Titans win the face-off, back up high to the right point. Here's Tutai at the right circle, right in front. Now Preston couldn't get a forehand shot away. Weiss up to Mendoza, who's wide open, takes a shot, and just enough for the right pad of Weiner. Meanwhile, Tomaszewski races the other way. Ryan Mulvey defending. Here's a shot from way out at the right wing. That one, I believe Preston might have gotten a piece of it, but not sure. Now here's a shot from in close. Tomaszewski. That one stopped by Preston, and then the net comes off on the follow-up to stop play. Another good chance by the Titans, but no luck here in this third period. As Weiner, the only reason he's able to make that save is because he didn't clip his toenails this morning, as he just gets enough of it to send it wide. So the face-off comes to the face-off circle, right in front of the Titan bench in neutral ice. They win it. Luke Fagan over the line, right wing side. Fagan centers it right in front. Hoffer unable to tap that one home. Now Fagan goes to Hoffer. Blake Hoffer's pass intercepted by Olsen. Fagan gets to it first, back in his own zone. Vanderplug taps it back for Luke Fagan. Gigante. Now Vanderplug over the line. Looking for some space or maybe another passing option. Goes off the boards up to Will Fagan. Now to his twin brother Luke, who fires a shot. Looking for a deflection. He didn't find it. Now Will Fagan goes to Blake Hoffer. Behind the net, Vanderplug. The Patriots get it back and regroup. Tompkins near side. Taken away by Hoffer. He couldn't get that one on net cleanly. Now Owen Cosmeter. And that's deflected by a stick of Wu, and he sends it, forces the Titans to chase it all the way back into their own end. Vanderplug now Cosmeter. Cuts to the slot. Owen Cosmeter still with the puck. Now up to Luke Fagan, who shoots. That one just deflects wide. 10:50 to go here in the third period. Titans lead 3-0, scored in the first, a couple of times in the second. And this third period still 0-0. Big hit in neutral ice as Luke Fagan is knocked down by Kimbrough. As it's sitting there beside the net, scramble play, puck still not frozen yet. And finally the whistle sounds. And a dog pile in the blue paint protects that puck from the view of the linesman or the referee. Meanwhile, one of the Stevenson players has to cross over near the Titan bench to head back to the locker room. We're not sure the reason, but that appeared to be Leon Vysotsky. We'll hope he's all right. We continue on. Vanderplug tried to go to Tubuchanan, couldn't find him cleanly. Knocked out of midair by Delicandro, goes right to Daniel Sokol. Sokol over the line, left wing side. Now out to the neutral zone once again. Ryan Mulvey off his skate, picked up by Delicandro as he sends it in below the goal line. Pinto off the far boards. Noster. Graham Vanderplug pressuring. Sent up to Gigante, who has some space. Makes a shot. Nice blocker save made by Preston for number 17 on the night. Now out to McCrulis in neutral ice. Teddy McCrulis trying to get around one. He did. Takes a shot from a tough angle. And it pops free from Weiner's equipment, but not in time to prevent the whistle. 9:15 to go in the third here at Twin Rinks Ice Pavilion. Titans looking to make it 2-1 on the SHL season with a victory and 7-2 overall. Only games for the Titans so far in the year have been preseason invitational and SHL. And a handful more tournaments coming up, including 2 out-of-towners, Cleveland and Jamestown. Both trips the team is very much looking forward to. SHL showcase as well. And a couple of non-conference games currently on the schedule against Fenwick, former SHL rivals. Mendoza takes a shot. That's a nice blocker save made by Weiner. Yeah, goalie. Covered up by Preston on the other end. That'll stop play just about exactly halfway through the third period, 2 seconds off. 27-17 are the shots on goal in favor of Glenbrook South. 3-0 your score. Face-off coming up at the circle to Preston's left. Kimbrough against Weiss. And the face-off eventually is found by Kimbrough, the man who took it. Tried to bank it off the backside of Preston and in. That didn't work. Stevenson's Varsity 2 squad watches on here on the glass. As you can see on your screen, they'll be playing up next against Glenbrook South Varsity 2. One's coming at you here at 7:20 p.m. or really just following this one, whenever that may be. Here's Weiss with a shot. That one stopped by Weiner. That one will be right here on South Hockey Network. Mitch Adams on the call. Jonah Weiss ready for the face-off once again against Kimbrough, this time in the Titans attacking zone, right circle. It's brought out, or no, kept in by Weiss, who intercepts. Weiss passes to Tutai. What a pass to Preston as well, but just out of his wheelhouse. Now Pinto sends it down for Tutai below the goal line. And it's taken by the Patriots. Kept alive by Luke Fagan. Fagan in the slot, gets a backhander on net. That's stopped by Weiner. Preston right in front. Tutai couldn't get a clean shot away. Now Preston tries one from a crazy angle. That didn't quite work out. Another shot, this time from the left side, is stopped by Weiner. Rebound pops free to Secchi. And now Tutai the other way, gets ahead of Gigante. Alex Tutai down below the Patriot goal line. Luke Fagan. Battle for the puck, far side corner. Kosmeter out to Hoffer. Blake Hoffer's been left off the score sheet so far here tonight. Hoffer centers it over to Kosmeter. Couldn't get a clean shot away. Now Mulvey. To the near side. And forced out. Ryan Mulvey to it in his own zone. Still no goals from either side here in this third period. Titans scored in the first period on the power play. Ryan Mulvey. And 2 goals at equal strength in the second by Teddy McCrulis and Jonah Weiss. That's all so far. Offside there. As Vanderploeg gets it to Kosmeter while another Titan comes over the line. And that brings us down to 5:50 to go here in the third period. Here's a little close-up. I see Jason Weiss and a couple others. Here's a shot. That one gets blocked and it's sent the other way. Hoffer's stick snaps on him and the Patriots ice it all the way down. As I look over at Joe Hoffer, I'm sure he's not going to be too pleased having to buy another $300 stick. The scoreboard only shows 3-0, but this game has been all Glenbrook South. Plenty of opportunities offensively. But meanwhile, here comes Wu, being defended by Will Fagan, able to get a weak shot on net. That's stopped by Preston. First of 2 trips here to Twin Rinks Ice Pavilion on the schedule for GBS against Stevenson. After 2 home games last year for the Titans against the Patriots. Just 1 at Glenview Ice Center. Here's Flater. Off the far boards and down. That'll be another icing. Or maybe not, got waved off. Jim Philbin has his hands in the air going, where's the call on that? I would have to agree with you, Coach. It won't play on. Gigante gets in the way of this dump-in attempt. Will Fagan out to the neutral zone and sent back in once again. Will Fagan goes to his twin brother Luke. 4:19 to go here in the third period. We'll see if Stevenson pulls their goalie down by 3. If you're going to do it down by 3, it would have to be pretty soon. Secchi down the left wing side. Will Fagan intercepts. And a big collision down there behind the goal line will get called a penalty against the Titans. So now the plot thickens. Do you pull your goalie now that you have a power play? McCrulis goes to the box, make it 6-on-4. He stays put for now. The Titans are 2 for 2 on the kill. All penalty kills are sponsored by Hannah Vanderploeg Trial Attorneys here on the South Hockey Network. So a big moment here in the game. If Stevenson can score soon or early on this power play, they've still got a decent chunk of time left. So you got to lock in on this kill if you're Glenbrook South. Kimbrough takes a shot. That one stopped by Preston and he hangs. 3:51 to go here in period number 3. Another face-off win for Stevenson. Kimbrough gets it back, takes a shot. That one, and a nice release on the wrister, but goes wide of the net. And now it's cleared all the way down by GBS. Kimbrough to it off the boards, but Blake Hoffer gets there first. And he sends it back to Ryan Mulvey, and the Titans will kill time. And now Mulvey will fire that one all the way to the far side corner, Stevenson end. Kimbrough once again through neutral ice, deflects to Gwaldron, but now to Mulvey again, who sends it up ice, and Blake Hoffer trying to get ahead of a defender. He does, but from a knee, couldn't get a shot away. Gigante swoops in there to take the puck back. 50 seconds to go on the power play, 2:50 to go in the third. 3-0 Glenbrook South. Now to Gwaldron. Kimbrough takes a shot, and a glove save made by Preston. He hangs on. Keeping the 0 on the scoreboard on the home side. Thomas Preston has been sensational tonight. 20 saves on 20 shots. And a 3-goal cushion from his skating teammates. Face-off won by Stevenson. Here's Tomaszewski with a shot, and another good save made by Preston. 2.5 to go here in the third. Noster behind the net. DeLacandro. Gets it back. Vanderplug takes it away, and he comes over the line shorthanded, taken back by Stevenson. Here comes Flater. Over the line, left wing side, Flater with a shot. That one blocked on its way. No save necessary for Thomas. And Asher Vanderplug behind the net. Plays it out to the neutral zone. Jonah Weiss tried to glove it down. Instead, he'll retreat back into his own zone and continue to kill time as we get down to 1:50 to go here in the third. Will Fagan out to Tutai in neutral ice. Tutai over the line, takes a shot. That one deflected by Weiner off the end boards, up high and into the glove as he holds on to it. And we get a stoppage in play with 1:38 to go here in period number 3. Offensive zone faceoff for the Titans coming up. Puck falls, and it's won by Stevenson. Flater goes to the far side for Secchi. Secchi out to the neutral zone. Kimbrough taken away by Tubuchanik. Tubuchanik over the line, right wing side, tried to squeeze that one through, but able to absorb that is Weiner. Back underway, far side corner. Board battle. No PA announcer tonight, but if we had one, they would just about to be ready to let us know that there was 1 minute to go in the period. Glenbrook South in the lead, 3-0. Ryan Mulvey, Teddy McCrillis, Jonah Weiss in that order. Power play goal in the first period for the Titans, and currently standing as the potential game winner if this score holds. Daniel Sokol with 53 seconds. As the puck falls, it's won by Stevenson. Here's Weiner. Now picked up below the goal line by Daniel Sokol. Tubuchanik. And now out to neutral ice. Anthony Pinto retrieves it in his own end. Far side corner. Up to Vanderplug, now to Mechanic. Brings it through neutral ice, sticked away from him, and Mendoza gets around Secchi with a nice move. Now Graham Vanderplug. Up high, Pinto with a shot. Save made by Weiner. And a whistle with 13.9. Preston watches on from a distance as Stevenson hacks it out of the zone. Right on net, no icing. And Thomas Preston. Yeah, he's not gonna take any risks here. The game might be over, but something special for him personally is brewing. 5.4 to go. Face off at the left circle. Nasser wins it back. Nobody there. It comes outside the zone. And it is a final score of 3-0. Thomas Preston records a shutout here for the first time this SHL season and the second time on the overall season. As he shut out GBN in the preseason invitational. And the sophomore gets his third career SHL shutout. We'll head off and look ahead to Saturday afternoon as they come. Great dominant effort by the Titans. The score is 3-0. It could have been to the Patriot netminder, Ethan Weiner. He had a pretty good game himself. Play goal by Ryan Mulvey in the first, and then a pair of second period goals scored by Teddy McCrulis and Jonah Weiss. Where the difference here is the final on goal, 33-22 in favor of Glenbrook South. Points in the SHL standings and improves their record to 2. Up next for the Titans, Saturday, 2 days from now on October 18th. They'll be in Vernon Hills to take on the Carmel Catholic Corsairs. That one starts at 1:50 p.m. And then that'll be their last away game before the home opener next week on Wednesday. For our entire crew here, Joe Hoffer on scoreboard, Gerard Boris, our technical engineer. My name is Dylan Ward, saying don't you dare go anywhere. Varsity 2 is coming right up right here on the South Hockey Network. We've got it for you live from Twin Rinks Ice Pavilion. KW, keep up the great work, Titans. I would have to agree, they're red hot right now. 7-2 to start the year. One more time, the final. Glenbrook South 3 and the Stevenson Patriots nothing. We'll see you next time for Varsity on Saturday, and stick around for Varsity 2 in just a few moments right here on the South Hockey Network.